Oh, what do we have here? What? What is this? Oh, that's right. It's the freaking facelift for my truck. So what we have here is the Harley-Davidson style or chrome style, whatever you want to call it, grill for the truck. And it came painted black, but there are some chips on it. That is fine though, because I'm not leaving it black. I am color matching it to the truck, this T7 charcoal beige metallic. I've got 2 cans of this. Hopefully it looks decent. I still have to get some clear coat and probably stuff for sanding because I want this to look freaking as good as I can with spray cans. Rear bumper on my 4Runner didn't turn out that bad, but it's also the rear bumper on a 4Runner that I do occasionally get muddy. This, on the other hand, I want pretty nice. So that's that. And then I got these Harley-Davidson style grill or headlights, kind of. They have the clear, I guess, running light and then reflective bit up there. These were really, really hard to find. They're sold out everywhere. So as I was scrolling through Amazon, I was just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. I found these for $80. I'm not sure if that like $60 difference from all the other headlights means that this is a POS and it's gonna like let in a bunch of moisture and fade up here. I have no idea, but I've wasted a lot more money on that on really stupid things before. So if these fade in like no time at all, that is the big stupid, but it's worth a shot. Anyway, these should look super sick. But in the meantime, I'm going to get to taping all this up. This insert does come at like it was kind of, they're plastic tabs that hold it on the back, so you could tell it was just like snapped in, or it was snapped in, but I don't know if I can really take it out without breaking those. So I'm gonna tape around all of this, and yeah, looking at just sanding it a hair, and then getting to painting it and everything, and then find a decent clear coat that's not mad expensive. So I'm gonna get to taping up the grill, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm going to have to watch a couple of videos on how to paint. I've painted a lot in the past, but this has to look good, like real good, or I'm gonna be super pissed. Because this is also like $60 in spray paint. I got 2 cans, $60, that's crazy. So I need to make the most out of this. I'm low-key hoping I even only use like 1.5 cans so I can paint the caps on my mirrors when those come in. If they ever come in, I ordered them like 2 months ago or 2 weeks ago and they haven't shipped. So anyway, gonna get to this, see if some of the effects on my gimbal work because they didn't before. That way I can get some cool time-lapse effects for you guys. So the grill is finished with tape anyway. I did the absolute best that I could, use an X-Acto knife on this stuff there. Got it taped all around there. The best that I could. Anyway, it looks good, ready for a little bit of mild sanding and then paint. I'm not gonna go crazy with the sanding. I will try and get that out, and I can barely feel that. This one's all the way down to the plastic though, so might not be able to do too much with that one just considering my sanding abilities aren't the best. But yeah, as for now, this is ready to go. Okay, So it is time to sand the grill. I am going with a very high grit sandpaper. I'm not sure exactly what it is because I just pulled it from a pile over there. But yeah, just giving it a kind of rough finish, something for the paint to grab a hold of. And that's pretty much it. I'm really not getting aggressive with this. The little chip that's over there, I'll try and sand that down a little more, smoothen that out. That way you can't see it through the paint if I can, but I'm not changing from this grit. I'm gonna just lightly sand it, then wash it down, and then get straight to painting. That might not be till tomorrow, but regardless, I wanna get this done tonight. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so it has come to the point to paint. I'm probably just gonna do one coat, maybe two on it tonight, because the lighting sucks. But I just wanted to get something on it. Sanding's done. I cleaned it down with alcohol, made sure there wasn't any like dust residue or anything like that on it, so it should be ready to go. Not a whole lot I can do about these bugs, but it'd be that way sometimes. So let's get to it. Discoloration, I don't even know if that's the right term to use, right through there. Hoping that clear coat kind of takes care of that. I mean, it is also just coat number 2. These aren't spraying the best. I don't know if I can get it down here. It's pretty even through there though. Kind of trying to change up my method of spraying. But yeah, I feel like when I hold the can a certain way, it kind of causes a little bit of this blemishing here, which is the same thing that happened on my 4Runner bumper when I was painting that. I mean, I think it's gonna still turn out pretty nice. Okay, so I realized that I was recording with a phone that doesn't record sound, which is the reason I got the new phone that I'm holding right now in the first place. So there's a lot of like me talking, that I basically just had to cut out. But to get everyone up to speed on the grill, I put 2 more coats of clear on it. I'm going to wet sand that down with a P2000 grit, and then I ordered 3 more cans of color since the color wasn't even. I'm trying to get it even. Honestly, this next time, if it doesn't work out, I'm just going to send it anyway and then have it professionally painted at a later date, because I'm not trying to spend any more money on paint. But what I'm trying to do is get enough layers between the plastic where I think my issue is to where the paint should theoretically sit the way that it's supposed to. The color will be nice and even all the way across. So that's what I'm working on right now. The paint will be here in the next couple days, but right now I'm just kind of wet sanding and throwing a couple coats of clear on there just to get everything kind of situated. Once that paint gets here, I can go ahead and toss it on. I'll show you what I have right now. I'm also going to have to retape everything, so I'm going to at least be able to pull the tape off right now, kind of get an idea of what it looks like. I think it's going to look awesome. My Ford emblem came in, black Ford emblem. So I'm gonna put that on again just to see what it looks like. Make myself smile a little bit in between this project, and then I will get to it later. But this is what the grill looks like right now. So here it is, not sanded. Clear's laying all right. It's definitely going to have to be buffed after all of this. Been really trying to get in there, sanded. Where's that at? Oh, it's on the other side where I nicked it with the can. Unfortunately, you got that divot right there, but it's actually pretty smooth with your finger if you run it across that, so not much I can do about that. I'm not really interested in trying to fill it. But yeah, tape's coming up and stuff. Tape is like coming up all around here from like water, and this tape that I used seems to be a lot better than this blue tape, a lot stronger, so that's why I'm going to use to tape everything back down. But that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna go ahead and take the tape off. This paint is pretty dry, so just to see what it looks like. Oh, got a little bit of overspray. I'm gonna get to this side in a second, but let's see if this Ford emblem fits. If I have it the right way. It'll fit. I just need to mess with it a little bit, but I'm not gonna stress over it at the moment. Not too shabby though. I'm gonna wait till that dries to pull that off because it started pulling the paint on. It looked like it was pulling up color, which this color has been drying for like 4 days now, so it shouldn't be that, but looks pretty good. Okay, so the current situation with the grill, and I'll show you in a second once I buff it out, hopefully it just works. So everything was going super smooth. Looked really good after applying the other color coats, which I didn't record. I was just trying to get it done. I wanted to see if it worked instead of showing you like coat after coat after coat. Because I mean, if this were a how-to video, that's one thing, but it's not. Anyway, everything's super smooth, several coats of clear, and then the last coat of clear, for whatever reason, just faded a lot, leaving a ton of like white just fade marks. I'm not really sure why that happened because the grill was looking amazing, like seriously amazing. So I was going to buff it anyway, but that's what I'm doing now. I'm going to buff it and see if I can't get those see if I can't get those rough patches out or whatever, because it really sucks. It was looking amazing. If it really comes down to it, I might even sand it again and throw several more coats of clear on. We'll see, but the sanding and I haven't had the best of luck, I feel like, so I'm a little afraid to do that. We'll see how this turns out. Hopefully it works. Alright, so it's probably, I mean, it's kind of hard to really see when it's darker like this. I mean, this light helps. I'm still working on this one little section up here, where the clear coat didn't lay just right, like left kind of one of those shaded fog areas. But I mean, it's not super shiny up through there. These corners definitely are a lot better. See if I can't show you some of the shine. I don't think it's ever going to be quite as good as like the truck's paint is. There's a lot of metallic though. I mean, it's pretty good looking in the sun and stuff. Like, see, that's kind of the shine that I wanted throughout the entire thing. Like, that looks really good to me. And of course, like this, you can tell it doesn't have anywhere near that. And then like this corner, same thing, like pretty decent shine. Not the truck, but pretty good. And then these sides seem to be decent, but everything kind of blended back together the way I was hoping to. Like, it's turned out way better. I was really upset with the paint there for a little bit. I thought I just had completely ruined it. That's just wax, but you're not going to see that anyway. So now, I'm pleased with it now. And even this spot that I'm still working on is not anywhere near what it was. It actually looks really good now. Something that most people wouldn't notice. There's even some spots over here where the paint bubbled up a little bit. I think you can see it right in the shine right there. But even then, not nearly as bad as it was. So I'm pretty pleased with it at this point. And it'll probably go on the truck, if not tomorrow, then the next day. So this is done enough to the point where I'm going to go ahead and take all the tape off. Hopefully it doesn't pull the paint back out there. I mean, it's nice and dry. I don't know if I should take a razor blade to that first. I'm not sure. This should be good though. And I don't know if I mentioned before, but I taped it differently this time. And instead of getting the tape down here in these grooves, actually the tape is just sitting on top. So there might be a little bit of overspray here in some sections that may not look too terribly amazing, but something I should be able to fix relatively easily. But I used much stronger tape this time because I did not want to end up with the same issues I was having before with like tape lifting up and everything. So, but let me see how this turns out. Well, here it is, untaped. Looks pretty. I'm actually really happy with the outcome of this grill. It's not perfect. I mean, there are definitely spots through there. Like, I'm gonna have to get some of that off, but I mean, at the end of the day, even with those imperfections, this grill is going to look so much better on the truck. I mean, so much better than what's on there now. Yeah, I'm really excited to put this on. This is gonna look freaking awesome, especially along with those headlights. So this project here is freaking done.